We've been here on Isabela for the last week. It has been a nice stay. We like the anchorage here. It's very nice, a little long for the water taxi. But we've been waiting to get some tours going, and we've finally been able to book 2 different tours.
Yeah, the snorkeling spots have been closed because Isabela's been closed, but they finally opened a couple of them up. So we're going to go on some kayak tours and do some snorkeling. And then we wanted to go see Sierra Negra. However, they couldn't get any horses for us, and Mario, our amazing tour operator, has finally found a gentleman who will get us a couple of horses. So we're going to check out a volcano.
Woo, I'm going to be a cowboy. Giddy up.
This is our week on Isabela.
Check it out.
No, muy fuerte, no.
Ya,
No, es mucho dolor aquí, es peligro que yo caiga. Siempre necesita que yo fuerte.
Can you move the legs,
kick him.
Yep.
See, yeah, look at her. She's like a little football.
I know.
Sew some stitches in her so we can make her spiral.
No, she can put a spiral on her when you throw her. We head into town to find a frosty beer and some lunch. The officials here have requested we visit the local restaurants in Isabela to help the locals who are struggling through tough times due to the lack of tourism. We decide to visit the local restaurant Royal Rock on the pier to take in the view while we enjoy our tasty beverages. Highly recommended when you're visiting this amazing island. Beers, papas fritas, and camarones. Yummy. The next day, we arranged a kayak and snorkeling trip to Los Tintoras. We meet up with our tour agent Mario, who introduces us to Carlos, our guide for the day. Carlos is going to take us out to the small island and introduce us to the local sea life. After a quick demo, we set off for a 15 to 20 minute paddle and move along the small inlets to see if we can find the family of penguins who live on the island. Once the penguins are located, we jump off our kayaks and into the water to snorkel along the narrow fissures in the rocks to see what we can find. And yes, we still seem to be having some issues with our GoPro. So many turtles, fish, manta rays, and reef sharks, but the work continues to actually capture them on video. It is 7 o'clock and we are up early because we are going to go check out Sierra Negra, which is the closest volcano here. But the great part is we're going to do it on horseback. So you're going to get to see Kevin riding a horse very soon.
Woo, giddy up, cowboy.
Our trip starts with the water taxi to the Fisherman's Dock. From there, we jump into a taxi for the first leg of the journey. We pass through Puerto Villamil and then start climbing our way up to the top of the island. Sierra Negra is one of the largest volcanoes in the Galapagos, reaching a height of approximately 1,100 meters or 3,600 feet. We start at the wetlands and move into the fertile area of the island where the soil and the moisture assist with the agriculture on the island. Like San Cristobal, Isabela grows enough food to be sustainable and exports to other islands. We come out of the clouds and into the sunshine as we head up the last few miles to enter the national park which surrounds the volcano.
We've arrived here at the top for our tour, and we're in the national park up on top. And as you can see, we drove through all of the cloud cover, and then we just broke out a little while ago into this spectacular setting. And I see our horses over here as well. That's our taxi and Carla. It is just gorgeous here.
We take this way to the top. In more or less in 1 hour we arrive to the top.
Okay.
And depends of you and the horses how they are.
Okay.
We continue arriving close to the eruption.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're stopping in some places for explaining about the eruption and everything. Galapagos tree fern. It's grown 5 meters maximum.
Ah.
This is proper of Galapagos.
Okay, this is the Galapagos fern, right?
Tree fern.
Tree fern.
Tree fern. Oh, beautiful.
Our mounts for today. Modesto delivered the horses. They're his horses. He brought them up. I think this one's looking at me going, I am not carrying the big guy.
No, muy fuerte, no.
Just
No,
slow.
mucho dolor aquí, es peligro que yo caiga.
On the
Yep.
teeth,
Correct.
they are.
Siempre necesita que yo fuerte.
Can you move the
Yep,
legs
kick
like
him.
this?
Yep.
After we get organized, we saddle up and set off. The trail heads up and around the volcano, and with our horses, the trip will be a bit shorter as we would have had to walk the entire 8 to 10 kilometers. We continue to rise above the clouds, and the rest of the island comes into view as we see north over the volcanoes which have formed the island. An hour later, the caldera comes into view, and we are in awe of its size. Sierra Negra is the second largest shield volcano in the world. Its caldera has a diameter of 10 kilometers, and as you look down into the large crater, you can see the recent lava flows from the eruptions in 2005 and 2018.
Okay, for that way, to the left. What's that? Look one.
I haven't done this in a very long time.
Getting the foot stuck. There we go.
Yep. Good. Yep. Got it. You can do this better than your husband. Maybe. Oh.
We give the horses a break, stretch out our legs from the ride, and then start our hike to the top of the caldera to see the lava flows from the last eruption in 2018. Along the way, our guide Carlos points out some of the wildlife. I don't know, I think he wants you. We head up the summit, which will take us approximately 45 minutes. As we walk along the side of the caldera, you can see the darker lava flows inside the crater compared to the lighter colors. These flows were part of the 2005 eruption. Make our way to the top to see the 2018 eruption, which flowed down the west side of the volcano. The views from the top of this volcano are amazing, as you can see the bays and islands which surround Isabela. Now it's time to head back, and luckily it's all downhill to get to our rides, who will take us back to the national park entrance.
Carla mounting up. Un, deux, trois. Look at that cowgirl.
Oh, this is like a seasoned pro.
Seasoned pro.
Once we are back in the saddle, our transportation team decides it's time to get home as they trot back along the trail around the caldera. Say goodbye to traditional transportation and hello to new transportation. We leave our mounts back at the park and start the journey back to Port Villamil. After a long day of riding and hiking, we sit back, relax, and watch the island pass us by. Once we hit the lava flows moving down to the ocean, we know we are close to Gargoyle. Just have to wait for the local wildlife to clear the road, and we head back into town. We are at El Cafeteria.
I don't know where we are.
Kevin, going for the traditional American food.
Burger, hamburguesa.
The big bowl of fish
Ceviche.
ceviche.
Do I have a napkin?
Yummy, yummy, yummy.
What do you think I do with my napkin? Well, that was a fun week. It was great fun being a cowboy again. I don't have my cowboy skills going still, but it was fun. So we're going to stay here for another week. We're going to do some self-guided tours this time, so no tour guides, but check out the town, go out to the restaurants a few more times, and then we have a big event coming up as well next week.
I have no idea what he's talking about.
Somebody's going to have a birthday.
We'll see you next week. Carla's not wearing pants.
Carla's not wearing any pants. Tell me something.
Kevin's going to get on a horse today.
I had coffee this morning.
Kevin had a lot of coffee this morning.
See, Aunt, look at her. She's like a little football.
I know.
Sew some stitches in her so we can make her spiral.
No, but you can put a spiral on her when you throw her. Kevin listens.
He's right there.